Hey there, defenders of the compound, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Anomaly Eldritch Guards, episode 88. What a mess. So now one of the other parts of the redesign, once we get to it, is to remove this and put any of the farm fields that we need, like growing hay, although I probably don't need any more hay, so maybe growing corn around here. So all of this will be outside of the base as well, except for the gateway. Meaning that this area, I might want to design it in this, like this, where this area is enclosed like that. So we have the proximity detector detecting anything coming through here, and then walls here with a door that goes into this void. And then once the redesign's done, this area will have free traversal out this way. You know, I'm trying to basically relinquish parts of the map back, so that there's space for stuff to spawn and the like. Because otherwise it becomes a problem. So I'm going to forbid building this wall until the redesign's done, so that we can actually move about a little bit more easily. The autocam. Yeah, let me enable that. There you go. Sometimes I just forget to enable it. Or not sometimes, almost all the time. Legendary corsets. And then I'll do a little bit of steel paving for this path here, allowing us to access it from here. So these will just be good old-fashioned sandstone doors forced open. But it really significantly shrinks the base's footprint, which was the whole purpose and design of this. So I think making a random door here makes sense so that we can go east into this void quickly. And I'll probably end up adding more doors as time goes on. And then the idea I had for here is to stick a ornate door in this spot. And then for this just to be part of the base. But I also include mining out the veins here as well. I mean, who doesn't want steel, right? Well, this is all looking pretty well and good. The other doors that I thought were important, and these are going to be plasteel doors, is pretty much, apart from security doors, as tough as we can get them. I think that actually, this configuration makes even more sense. So that we can open it kind of from the inside rather than the outside. I really hope we're able to disable the twisted obelisk, because it's in the way and also dangerous. Food stocks seem to be doing just fine. This got disrespected because of the door isn't built yet, but I'm sure they'll get around to it. And then one of the other things I'm going to need to do is to illuminate the back hallways here, because we don't want them to become a way for insect infestations to be a problem. Skyra with an inspiration. I'll have her build a bed. I'll try to be the one to have her finish that off. Maybe it will be a masterwork. Nice. So the old Void Temple is gone. Actually, I don't even think I'm keeping these farms, so I'm not going to bother trying to wire them up. So I'm probably going to want a detector around this area. So that these doors have detection on them. And I don't think it's crazy to just put the detector in the middle of the road, because this will be a an isolated place within our base once we're done. All right, I'm gonna definitely want to open up one of these now, because without a valid path into the base, if we were to be attacked right now, the enemies would breach holes, which I want to avoid. Definitely. Plasteel, please be closer. Oh, it's so much closer. Okay. Well, that solves that. It's not a ton of plasteel, but it's certainly going to be enough to keep us sated for the remnant or the remains of this this series. So. This power cell can come back into the base. Granted, it's not really built. Like, I'm not setting up the power cells in like a... Oh, Chimera's approach. Alright, let's, mechs. Stay behind in the base. Everyone else do the same. The valid path in is here. And Fred is in a perfect position to set off a fire for the fire maze, if need be. The Chimera, unlike a lot of the other attackers, don't attack necessarily immediately. And, wow, just by chance, because I wasn't micromanaging it, Skyra was the one to finish that off for a Masterwork bed. So who has the least impressive bedroom? 73, 69... So Scotia or Fraggles? Oh, no, actually, Featherfalls is definitely the least. Straight up destroy that bed, and that will become Featherfall's bed. Now, it's a very impressive bedroom. That was a sizable jump. Good. That's what I like to see. Another thing I could do is Zaleb. Let's have you stand right there, and you can fire burst when the Chimera decide to attack. Okay, I clearly put you in the wrong zone. There we go. These Chimera are hostile, but they're not deciding to charge us yet, so I'm just trying to prep for when they charge. Alright. So there's a trade caravan coming in from the Imperial Trader, and then a bunch of friendlies that came in. Which is awkward, because I didn't need them, and don't necessarily want them, but now it's triggering the Chimera to attack, because the friendlies dropped in on them. So I have to go rally now instead of turtle. So my strategy has to significantly change to adjust. Hey! Would you kindly watch? Thank you for the resub. Stupid allies. I'm also slightly worried that this door will get taken out as a result of the Chimera counterattack, but I'll just keep an eye on that. I'm gonna end up with so many corpses and weapons and just garbage to clean up as a result of this. I'm also a little worried about the friendly fire consequences too, because I want to be shooting the Chimera, but I don't want to be shooting my potential allies, and it's going to be hard to you know, not shoot the allies as a result of self-defense. I'll wait till Willa goes down. Yeah, alright, there we go. I know we're standing in pollution, but it shouldn't be that much of an issue for the short term. So all the Chimera that chasing my elite troops are getting just absolutely slain. No issue. So then I can set up a flank. I think these Chimera are going to be really easy to deal with, as they're getting smoked. The sheer number of friendlies that came to assist me was pretty remarkable. It was quite a lot of them. I guess the White Dominion's finally, you know, putting up forces for the defense of this planet, which is good to see. I saw your comment about wall raise, but I don't think it's necessary. Alright, Mikas and Seapan are going to stay here in order to render aid to those that are downed but not dead. My mechs and people are now no longer zone restricted. So I see 5 that are down but not dead, I think. So, let's see. Red, Swanky, and Daedora, you hang behind, actually. And, Daedora, I think you have medical skills. Yeah, you have medical skills. So you hop to it as well. What a mess. What an absolute mess. I use all my colonists for battle. In this series, we are, the Eldritch Guards. So yeah, everybody that is in my colony is battle capable by role-playing design. So lamp. I'll have red, eat, and then rescue you. Vasily, you're not bleeding, so we'll rescue you too. There we go. Bear, you better not try anything. You were so outclassed here. It's not even funny. So Ellis might survive. He had a lot of bleeds. Oh, someone just died. I didn't go and bother to check, like, bleed out timers or anything like that. I think it was, Kumiko here that just bled out. I don't really want Chimera. They're actually really hard to deal with as prisoners because they become enraged and don't go down until they die. So they make for very bad capture targets. So we'll just, kill them. Ellis, you are fine to be rescued now. The other thing I'm going to want to do is to... because I don't actually have space for them all. To put some, like, rest spots. Okay, I think everybody that's down but not dead for my allies have now been tended to. There's this Imperial trader here that I'll try to get to once CPANA wraps up the hauling that he's doing. So these guys were my friendlies that haven't left yet, and these guys are the traders. Count Bebop, thank you for the sub. Welcome to the stream. Nope, didn't make those hospital beds. More ambrosia? This is getting silly. Randy, is your end game to give me an ambrosia addiction and bring me down through addiction collapse or something? Like, why all the ambrosia? He's being nice, so I'm more worried than ever. A nice Randy is a scary Randy. Y'all know that, right? Alright, friendlies are leaving. We have a hospital bed relatively full of people now. And I'll check out the Imperial Trader, even though there generally isn't much to buy or sell from them. It can't hurt. Great, I could buy cancer. Not interested in buying cancer, but thank you. I know that might come as a surprise. So I'll probably end up gifting corsets for Goodwill. Actually, our Goodwill's already 94, so I don't really need to do that. So, sold whatever corsets I could, and that's that. Raid from the Doan. Their pod's gone haywire, so they're landing a little everywhere. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna turtle up again. Man, that was not a lot of time between raids. I literally just finished the Chimera, and the game's like, hey, wait. Take two. So, we do have a valid path into the base where Zaleb is. I'm gonna have Zaleb Fireburst. And then head back to the idle combat mechs, so we have a flaming fire maze. And I think C-Panda, I'm going to have you set some more fires so there's more than just the one. So in terms of enemies inside are like, let's call it walls. There is these two here, and this one. Ink is intercepting that one right now. And I think those, and this one, but they're not really inside the walls. So it's these two that need to be countered more than any of the others. And they're probably going to mess with, oh god, you have a Doomsday Launcher? Okay, hold on. Change of plans. You go away. Alright, Ink, who are you fighting? A dead person. Got it. Alright, everybody else other than Ink, come this way. Doomsday Launcher's mine. Stop shooting Joe, bro. Zeevy, thank you for the resub. Orler's fleeing, and then the Imperial caravan's actually going to be fighting the enemies here as well. Because no one likes Doan. Alright, you're dead. Ink, I'm assuming you've already won? Yeah, you cut them up good. Okay. Let's head to the maze entryway. Alright, A Woolen did get destroyed. Where was he? God, they have a lot of Doomsday launchers. Like, no joke. Triple launcher, Doomsday launcher. Let's take a look at who's in the maze. So there's a triple launcher in the maze, I think. Dolwark, or whatever their name is, has it. I don't know where A Woolen went. I wish it would tell me. Like, when I clicked on the message that he was disconnected from Mikas. Up north near the trade caravan? Oh yeah, there he is. He got chain shotgunned and triple launched. Wow, they dropped a triple launcher on him. They really wanted him dead. Alright, Mikas. Instead of joining in this fight, just repair Jobro up. And then... oh, I'm hearing more... yeah, so a lot of their, like, Doomsday Launcher and Triple Launchers, they're, like, burning on the Imperials here, which sucks for the Imperials, but is probably pretty good for me. Alright, we're getting burned by superheated air, so I'm gonna get out of here. Alright, in terms of their Doom level weapons, they used most of it up. There's still a Doomsday Launcher up there. My god! So many Dooms. Alright, and Sea Panda. I can use Sea Panda to skip Isolate. They're scary people, and have them really murdered really quickly. Okay, most of their one-shot launchables are been dealt with. What's a rooster doing in here? And that's another triple launcher. So Guero, let's just haul this triple launcher in. Fraggles, let's haul the Doomsday launcher. You don't do hauling. Red, you do hauling. Haul that one in. And then, Swanky, I'm going to have you grab Molotov cocktails. What was that noise? Oh, they're probably enraging animals to fight me? Yep. Actually, the ambient temperature is high enough now that it's catching fire on its own. I don't really need to be doing it. Cool. I think everybody, except for some of the brawlers and Sea Panda, could probably disengage now. I don't think I need more at this point. So the danger ones are ones that still have one-shot weapons, because one-shot weapons, when they catch fire, explode. So, Kabyuk is the only one with a one-shot. And then some of them have frag grenades, which is, I guess, still an issue. And then there's Frost up here, who's down but not dead. Might be able to get him, but make no promises. Sea Panda, how about you try to haul the frag grenades out of there? Because if the frag grenades catch fire, that becomes a bit of an issue. Where are they going? They're not exactly attacking me the direction I thought they would. No, they're turning... oh, they were killing a random rooster that was owned by probably the Empire. And then turned back around. they're not getting through here. So we might end up having parts of the maze blasted out as a result of the ambient temperature, setting their explosive weapons on fire, but they're not going to make it in. Yeah, they're already fleeing. So the one with the... Some of the more dangerous ones are already running away. Sea Panda, let's go ahead and try to get Frost healed before anything else. And then we also want... we also want to resurrect a Woolen. Oh. Nope. His corpse got, like, Doomsday launched. A Woolen does not exist. He got, removed from the playing field, let's call it. So, A Woolen was a lifter. I'll just dig a new one. Unfortunate, but they are robots. And that means I need to turn on the subcore encoder and encode a new one. Oh, don't go in there, please. They are breaking their way out, but they're doing it in the most annoying way possible, which is to break important doors. So let's see if we can stop them before they trash the plasteel door. It's really hot in this area, so... Yep, alright, they're downed. Let's get out of this room, because it's cooking us alive. Oh, shoot, I forgot. 2 hours, but you only have 2 bleeds, you should be fine. Alright, I think what we'll do is zoning. Zone 2. Invert this and have my people not go to Zone 2, because they're just going to keep walking into that fire. And we have a Warcall Berserked bunny here. Trying to kill us, that's funny. Well, they dropped a bunch of Grenadier armor and cloth, and yeah, that Royal Caravan got trashed. Plus, it's important to note that the Orbital Trade Beacon, which is the bait beacon, got destroyed. So if we want to have bait beacons up again, I'm going to have to build another bait beacon and then move all the older beacons, which is annoying. What's chasing you, Scotia? This angry bunny? You were fleeing from something, but I don't know what. I think it probably got unaggroed. Well, that could have gone worse, I guess, given the giant weapons that they arrived with. But we're fine. The fire's almost burned out, and then once the ambient temperature drops, we can repave it. No problem. Robber Outpost. Well, I already have Neuroquake, and I don't really need those rewards, so yeah, I'm not going to bother doing that. Waste of my time. So I mentioned how odd it was that we had a long period of peace, and then Randy was like, "Hey, guess what? You don't." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, you're right. I don't." And sent a swarm of Chimera and pod drop raiders that had like, I'm gonna guess like close to 10 Doomsday and triple launchers. Luckily, they weren't really used on me, but they could have been. So back to the redesign of our defenses. I'm pushing back the area here. The Devourers that we face can jump just shy of 10 cells, so we need a lot of space behind this bottleneck in order to not get jumped by them. Which is why one of the reasons I removed the ritual room. We still don't know who the Grey Flesh is, and we still have not neutralized this obelisk. And both of those things are things I'd like to do before the triggering the void entity. So a lot of work that we got to manage. We have a new lifter being gestated to replace a Woolen who got blown up multiple times over. Might not be a terrible idea to consider additional hospital beds at some point. So I'll keep that in mind. Once we have the space freed up. Food is looking fine, although we are going to want to get... maybe I'll keep this cornfield active until we set up a new cornfield. I'll keep both of these active, just so that we don't have food shortages in the meantime. So I see the question about whether or not I use Dryads or why I do not. I would use Dryads if it was part of the lore for a specific series. This is a role-playing series. Most of mine are. And my soldiers aren't tree pruners. They're not here to tend Dryads or use Garland trees, so I don't. Would be the TLDR. So it's not that necessarily I find them useless or anything like that. It's more the fact that, like, if it doesn't fit the theme, I'm not going to. That should be a good amount of corn to supplement, and our maze over here is almost done being repaired. So there's more of the double walling that I'd like to do. I think I'm going to redesign this back wall. Leaving this wall in place, because this wall can become the double wall. As I mentioned, I'm planning on actually getting rid of the farms entirely. And the lifter's out. Alright, well, with the new lifter, we have a little bit of a raffle to do, I suppose. The raffle timer's up for the name of this lifter bot. It might sound crazy, or seem crazy, but I'm going to actually remove the old walls and gates here, as I no longer need or want them. And the only thing I'm not going to remove is the proxy detector, which I'll place right there. Or actually, maybe I'll place the proxy detector here, and I'll just create like a little bubble for it. Hoping it doesn't become a target to explosions or anything. I'm hoping that our guests here survive their infections. Yeah, one did. Yes. Okay, they all survived infections. Cool. Okay, ink. I think that's probably enough uranium. That's a pretty good amount. So we'll go back to trying to get plasteel. And that's such a more convenient spot to do it. All right, that looks good. I like the new design. Goats join. No thanks. So I'm waiting for this twisted obelisk to be neutralized before I sort of redesign this section of the base. Or change this section of the base, I should say. So I'm hoping that happens soon. Oh boy. Yeah, that's a lot of corpses. And it's only gonna get worse, huh? Come on. Study it enough? I wish there was sort of like a meter, a studying meter. I mean, I get that there isn't, but it would be kind of nice to have a little bit more information than like, keep studying, good luck. Because that's not so actionable. Alright, Solar Flare knocked our band nodes out, so Kish is no longer controllable, but that's not going to be true for very long. And I'm going to build walls here with doors so that the beauty of our dining room is not affected by the mining excavations. Craig, thank you for the resub. So with the power knocked out, most of the ponds don't have... Oh, we just trapped a bunny. Most of the ponds don't have much to do. So hopefully they do more of the construction tasks. And raffles up. It goes to, oh, Guitar Lilin, who came back just in time to become a lifter bot. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Anomaly Eldritch Guards, which originally streamed live on Twitch, August 4th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow guardsmen.